Hi guys, so today we had an issue with our 2017 Porsche Macan GTS. The AC wasn't really blowing cold at all. In fact, it felt like a blow dryer. So there was no YouTube videos for us on how to do this simple refrigerant recharge. So we went down to AutoZone and we picked up this product. It's the R134A premium refrigerant. Cost about 40 bucks for us today. Super easy to do this recharge, but there were no videos for us to do it. All the videos were for older Porsche models, and it is a very easy thing to do once you know how to do it. So we thought that recording this video would help you out and prevent issues for you that we had. So to start off, again, go to AutoZone. This is pretty much all that you need. Again, I'm not a mechanic. I work on cars every now and then, but the things to consider: your AC might not be working because you might have a line with a leak. So make sure that you rule that out. I mean, for us, this car is 6 years old, so it probably is time for a recharge. We did check, there were no leaks. If you feel that you might have a leak, you definitely want to go to your dealer. They can use a dye that they run through the hoses to make sure that nothing is broken that needs to be replaced. Otherwise, this will be 40 bucks down the drain. If you recharge it and you have a leak, this is all going to leak out, and you're going to be left with the same situation that you're in, which is an AC that won't blow cold. So again, we're going to start off by starting the vehicle, popping the hood. So make sure that you click on, we are going to want to have the AC on max. So make sure that you do that. We're gonna pop the hood down here, and we're gonna go to the engine bay where everything else will be done. So again, if you've never done any work on the hood of a car, there is a latch right here. So you swivel that, pop this up. Then, I know it's kind of loud by the engine bay, but you're gonna see a couple of metal tubes, and there's gonna be a little screw valve that we're gonna unscrew. So it's one metal ring right here, and this will be our screw that we are going to remove. Another thing to keep in mind, this thing is kind of like a bicycle inflator. And if you look at the lid, if you know about bikes, it says Schrader. So Schrader is a type of, the screw cap for a bike. There's Presta valves, there's Schrader valves. So this one is Schrader. That's how you know that you're on the correct AC line. So pretty simple. All that we're gonna do is connect this to that valve. Make sure that you push it down until it snaps, and then once it snaps, again, this thing from AutoZone does have a gauge built in. When we first started, our reading was about 30, which is on the low end. So even though it's in that green, which seems like it would be good to go, our air was blowing extremely hot. Looking at a table online, I found value. So today's about 100 degrees. So we want our pressure to be somewhere between 45 and 55. It's super hot today, so I took it all the way up to 55. I wanted my AC to be blowing super cold. So again, that valve right there, kind of back up a little bit just to kind of put the engine bay in perspective. So again, that's where you're gonna refill your windshield wiper fluid. There's oil on that side, so it's closer to the window. Again, you're gonna see a metal tube. You're gonna see some metal tubing, and the screw cap will be on that metal tube, and that's where we're gonna connect in. So again, all that we do is push down until it snaps. You're gonna hear air coming out, snap it, and then you're gonna see the pressure reading on that gauge right there. So right there we are at 40. you're gonna want to shake your refrigerant, which I've already done, but all that you do is just make sure it's unlocked, and you're gonna push down and do it slowly until you get to the value that you want. So again, I want to be somewhere in the 45 to 55 range. So I'm gonna keep going until I reach that number. I'm gonna go slow until I titrate up to that number, because if you go too much, your AC is not gonna work if you pressurize it too much. You'll feel the can start to get a little bit cold as well. But again, I am hovering right at 45, and I think my can is running pretty low at this point, but I should be able to get somewhere around 50, and we'll end at that. So I'm right at 50. Lower, and then just remove that screw on our cap and you're done. Just between before working on the car and right now, you'll notice a huge difference on your AC, but I would still let it run for a little while before, expecting your AC to be blowing as cold as possible.